Imagine editing all of your videos and podcasts with just a couple of clicks instead of having to use complicated and advanced softwares that take forever to figure out and take hours and hours to finish each video. A couple of years ago, this would have been just a fantasy, but nowadays it's actually reality with some of the insanely advanced AI-powered tools like Descript. With Descript, you can literally edit all your videos just like if it was a document without needing to know any sort of super advanced editing techniques. Oh, and the best part is you can literally shave in most cases over 80% off of your editing workflow. So you can save hours upon hour. Now, by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to get started using Descript so that you can create polished videos in just a couple of minutes. Now, because time is money, let's jump right into the tutorial. When you first open up Descript, this is what you are going to be greeted with. This is your projects window, and this is where you will have all the different videos that you are editing within your Descript account. Now, basically, it acts as if like it was its own drive. So all the videos you upload in here are actually also stored in here, so you don't even need to store them on your own computer. And you can create a new project by clicking here on new project, or you can also alternatively record within Descript itself. So you can record, full screen videos of you speaking about whatever it is that you want using your webcam and a microphone, or you can even create screen recording videos if you're making, let's say, a tutorial video or a presentation video. Now, they also have this quick recordings feature right here, which again is the place where you can go ahead and record your camera, mic, or your screen, and you can even record with other people. So they have some amazing built-in collaboration features as well. Now, they also have this Learn Descript section right here where they have a bunch of tutorials explaining all the separate features that you have access to when you sign up for Descript. Now, I think this is very valuable because even though I will try to cover as much as I can in this video, I cannot go over everything because you can see just how many different features that they have. So this is a great place for you to start really learning on a deeper level and master every single one of the features. They also have this AI speakers feature where you can literally even replicate yourself and your own voice using AI, layout packs, and much more. But let's get started by creating a new project. So I'm just going to click here and create a video project in this case. And now all you need to do, if you already recorded a video and you're not going to record it here from scratch, is go ahead and drag and drop it in here, just like that. And now what it's going to do is it's going to actually transcribe the entire video for you so that you will be able to edit it just like a Word document super simply. As you can see, I have my video right here uploaded, and this is just a simple, quick 3-minute and 11-second video of me talking on my balcony. And you can see that the entire video was actually transcribed so that now I can go ahead and start editing it like if it was a Word document, as I was saying. So for example, if I wanted to get rid of this part where I say, the other day I was talking to one of my friends about how insanely powerful content marketing is, because you can essentially build so much trust with potential buyers. If I wanted to get rid of this part, I could just highlight it right here and click on delete. And just like that, I deleted it from my video. So that's how simple it is to cut out parts that you don't want to include in your final edit. Now, if you want to undo something, so you want to undo a change, you can always just press Command or Control and Z on your keyboard, and you will be able to undo the certain task or action that you did. Now, let me explain to you the layout of Descript really quickly. It's pretty simple to use. So first of all, you have this timeline feature right here on the bottom. You can also hide that if you want, and you can also show it if you want. And on this, you will be able to see your entire video from beginning to end. Now, you have a couple of key tools on the timeline that you are going to be using. So the first one is the selection tool, and you can press A on your keyboard to pull that up. And with this one, you can just scroll around on the timeline and you can select any certain part of your clip with that. So if you have multiple cuts in your edit already, you will be able to just select a certain part of it on the timeline. Now, the next tool that you will be using quite a bit is the blade tool. So with the blade tool, which is this one, if you press B, you can pull it up. You can actually make cuts on your timeline. So let's say I wanted to make a cut here and I wanted to make a cut here as well. You can see just like that, I was able to split it up into 2 different pieces. And now if I come back to my selection tool, I can select only the part after the cut, the part in between the two cuts or the part before the cut. And if I wanted to delete, let's say, the section that I cut it around here, I can just click on it, click on delete, and I got rid of it in my final video. Simple as that. There's also the slip tool, which you can pull up by pressing Y on your keyboard. And with this, you can extend certain parts of a certain clip if you want to. And there is also the hand tool right here, which you can use to just scroll around on the timeline and not change anything. So that is the timeline, and those are some of the most basic features. You can also change the speed of your clip right here. And you can also add markers onto your timeline with this button. And you can start to play it or stop it with this button right here. Now this part right here is where you will be able to see your actual final video that you are editing at the moment. On the left side, you can see the transcript of your video, and that's where you can do the text-based editing super simply. And on the right side, you have a bunch of other features in here. Now, Underlord is basically the AI sidekick that Descript has. So with Underlord, you can do a ton of adjustments to your clip just super quickly, and I will show you some of the amazing features that Underlord has. But you can also see your other project files in here. You can add more files into your project if needed. You have this scene feature in here where you can set different layouts and add backgrounds to your video, effects, transitions. You also have this layers feature where you can adjust the different layers that you have. And so if you are working with a more complex video where you don't just have one layer but multiple, you can adjust those right here. You can record over it. Well, you can add different elements to your video like text, shapes, dynamic text, waveforms, progress bars, different overlays, annotations, and so much more. You can also add captions with just a click of a button right here on the right side, and they have all these different styles that you can choose from as well. And they even have a bunch of stock videos and stock images as well, and stock audio as well that you can use in your project. Now let's go back to Underlord for a second, because I want to show you just some of the basic features of Underlord that I use all the time when I'm editing with Descript. So the first one that I really enjoy using is the remove filler words. Now you can tell that I'm not a native English speaker, and unfortunately I do use quite a lot of knows, ums, and so on. So if you want to sound a lot smarter than you really might be, then you can just come here to Underlord, click on remove filler words, and it's going to select automatically all of the filler words that you have used in your recording. So you can see it found 11 filler words in my script, and it also highlighted all of them. So I could just go ahead now, click here on remove all, and just like that, it got rid of all the filler words that I've used in my video. Now, I think that's pretty amazing. And you can see all the different cuts it made here on my timeline where it got rid of the specific filler words I was saying. Now, another feature I really like is the studio sound feature, where you can literally just click here, and with one click of a button, it's going to go ahead now and analyze your entire clip, and it's going to make you sound just way better. It's going to sound like if you recorded it with a much more optimal recording environment and maybe even a much better quality microphone. So for example, even this clip, I recorded it outside on my balcony. So obviously it's not fully ideal for audio recording. So if I just apply this studio sound feature, it's going to make it sound immediately way better. Now, again, there are a bunch of other features in here as well. For example, the edit for clarity is one where it's going to get rid of just all extra like unnecessary digressions and blather as well, and just make some of the obvious cuts for you. So this is great if you're trying to shorten the video that you are making. For example, if I click on this right now, I can choose the intensity of the editing that I wanted to have. You also have the option to even use like AI speech. I'm not going to click that. And you can see my video right now is 3 minutes and 6 seconds after I already got rid of some of the extra filler words as well. But if I submit this right now, it's going to analyze my entire script. And you can see it found a couple of different spaces where I said some things that are really not necessary to deliver the message of my video. So if I go ahead now and say, okay, done, I want to actually get rid of these. You can also shorten word gaps with Underlord by clicking here, and you can choose any gaps that are longer than 2 seconds. You want to shorten them to 1 second, right? In this video, I don't have any like that, but you can imagine how it works. Pretty simple. You can choose how long of a gap you want to shorten and how short you want to make it. Now, another standout feature in Descript is the overdub feature, where you can just first go ahead and assign a speaker to your project. You can set up your own AI speakers or choose a stock one as well. You can create one here if you need to. And then you just select a certain word that you messed up and you want to correct. And then click here on regenerate. Maybe I want to say buy instead of purchase. So I'm just going to click here on regenerate now. As you can see, it's generating AI speech for this specific part of the video, and it's going to essentially just replace that word with the correct word that I should have said instead in just a couple of seconds.
The other day I was speaking to one of my friends.
Now, you have so many other AI features in Underlord as well, such as the eye contact feature, green screen, automatic multicam, so many things, even for repurposing, creating clips, translating even your videos. You can also do stuff like draft notes, summaries, YouTube descriptions, brainstorming even ideas, writing a script or an outline with it. There's so many things you can do with it, but these are just some of my core features that I really like using whenever I'm using, again, Descript. Now, last but not least, I want to show you how you can apply captions as well to your video. So you just have to come here to captions, and then after that, you choose the one that you would like to use. For example, I'm going to use this one. As you can see, it's now applying the captions in there. And just like that, I was able to add it in just a couple of seconds. You can obviously now go ahead and change the highlight color, for example. You can change the entire look of the font, so you can customize it to your exact liking. But you just added a caption to your entire video in just a matter of a couple of seconds. Now, once you're happy with your entire video, you can click here on publish. You can export it, or you can even publish it straight to YouTube or any of these other options. But I usually just export it. You can choose the resolution in here. You can choose the quality you want to export at, audio quality, and so on. And then you just click here on export, choose where you want to export it, and it's simple as that. Now, if you want to try out Descript for yourself, you can click the first link in the description below where you can sign up. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a couple of things from it. And thank you, Descript, for making this happen and supporting the channel. And thank you to you for watching until the end. And I will see you guys in the next one.